Hello, everybody. This is Lynda Light, and I'm bringing you some decodes for the Galactic Seasons. We just started a new Galactic season today, and hopefully this is all working out okay. I'm on Zoom for the first time in a while, and I'm going to have to record this as a video and upload it because apparently there's no live stream button on here anymore, or I can't find it. So this video will get out to you guys. And I'm just going to record a quick one just in case missing some kind of controls here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share some dates with you about when the Galactic Seasons go. I'm going to give you the day codes for them, and I'm going to give you the numerology on what I was shown. And for these Galactic Seasons, there's 4 of them. The dates are on there. I'm going to share a whiteboard. I'm going to go through all of it with you in a little presentation mode. So we'll get it started. And then you'll be able to see the dates I'm talking about. This is some really cool numerology. You guys are going to love this. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. And I don't know what this is. Hold on. Stop. Stop. Okay. I think I got it. Here we go. So we're going to start off. Today is February 2nd, 2026. And we're in the middle of, or this is during the wave spell known as the Red Skywalker. So the key words are space, explore, and wakefulness. Now the wave spells are only 13 days, but that is the wave spell that we're in right now, today. I did the wave spells for what the first day was and what the last day is. So if you see WS here for wave spell, that's what that is. But the period between February 2nd and April the 7th this year, 2026, is considered the blue electric eagle. This is a galactic season. There's 4 of them in a 260-day period. So it's a spin in the Zolkeen. So if you're looking at the Mayan calendar, the 364 day plus 1 day out of time to celebrate world peace, hence 365 days. Within that is a 260-day spin. It's known as the Zolkeen spin. And within that 260 days, there is four galactic seasons. So we're starting the blue electric eagle. We're starting that one today. Okay. And it's in the middle of a 13-day wave spell known as the Red Skywalker. All right. So here's what we got. From today until April the 7th, I really think something big between the 7th and the 8th is going to go on, because look at the numerology. We have today's day code is a 5. I'm going to show you the basic math of how I get this. Most of you guys, if you watch this channel or numerology, you get how the math is done for the codes. But let's go over it real quick for anybody who's new to this. You want to divide it down to a single digit. So in numerology, you can look up what 0 through 9 is. And then when you have a 10, it's like a 1 that's been around the block. It's like a little wiser. That's why they call that the manifestation number, the 10. It's a big number. But if you look at things like 100, that's like a 1 that's been around the block 10 times. So you see it's a more mature 1. So when you look up what the meanings of numbers are, 0 through 9 or 1 through 9, and then you get the idea of what those numbers are, you can just add it. And it means different things when you get double digits and all. You guys are pretty capable of looking up what numerology means, or if you already know what it means, that's great. So here we go. 2026 is like saying 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6, which equals 14, and then 4 plus 1, or 1 plus 4 equals 5. So that's how we divide it down. So today's day code is a 5. That's the start of this galactic season. And it goes through to April 7th, which this number 471 is part of it is my galactic kin, but my galactic kin's 147. I see it everywhere. There's something about this number. It's boxed everywhere. So some kind of combination of 471. You're probably going to start noticing it now that I said it. I know a few people that see it all the time now too. And I don't know if it's just because I'm saying something or why is it everywhere? It just seems to be everywhere. Anyhow, uh, on we go. So that equals 4 plus 7 plus 1 equals a 12, which represents um, it still divides down to a 3, Holy Trinity. But the 12 is like the 12 benevolent races. And where there's 12 benevolent, there's 12 malevolent, one could say. But I guess we will get into that another time. So on the 7th, it's going to be in the middle of the white mirror wave spell, the white mirror. So at the end of this period where people are waking up, they're exploring things. It has to do with space. It's like people are thinking and getting the idea and like starting to come to this place of wakefulness. That's what's beginning. It's kicking off today. And it's going to end with a white mirror. What does a mirror do? They say we're living in the inside out or the upside down or as above, so below. Like everything has this inversion. And when you look at a mirror, it's a reflection, right? A white mirror, the keywords for it are endless, reflect, and order. And if you take those two together, you get a 5 plus a 3 equals an 8. So for this season, it's all about abundance. We're waking up to our abundance, exploring things. Maybe you see the writing on the wall for the financial markets, and maybe you're looking to diversify in something you normally wouldn't do, or whatever. You're starting to just start to exploring things. Maybe you're traveling, maybe it's real physical exploration and travel, but maybe you're just exploring ideas of something you always wanted to do in your life, something you always wanted to try, something that you just thought, geez, if I could only someday, whatever. And now you're like, maybe I'll watch 1 hour less of TV and I'll watch 1 hour on YouTube of learning how to do something you always wanted to do, perhaps something like that. Okay. So that's what this whole period between now and April is going to be. It's about waking up to things, wakefulness, exploring things, and checking out the space, because you have endless possibilities when you reflect. See the keywords there. When you reflect on putting your life in order, the potential, the ideas, everything, it's endless. It's literally when you get to the end of this period. So by the time you get to April 7th, I'm not going to say for everybody because this isn't true for everybody, but by the time you get to April the 7th, you're going to be in a seriously different place. You're going to be a seriously different person from the inside out, from the upside down. Like literally, you are going to be seeing things within yourself, exploring new ways of being authentic that you never even thought about because maybe you just weren't awake to it yet. So now we have the 8. There's abundance. And abundance, as we know, our true abundance is our energy, right? It's not money. Money is a manifestation of flow of energy. It's currency. It's like the flow of water. It's a current. Money is a manifestation of that, but there's also things that have value. And when we get rid of the fake, dollar that really is like paper, whatever, it's not backed by any value. You look at other things for store values like silver. Look what silver's been doing. Like all of this, people are going to come awake to see like, oh, wow, maybe there is a better system. Maybe there is something new we can get out of this old debt slavery system. So this is going to be a very interesting place. It's not just for a few people that know things or people in the know in this community or that community. No, it's for everybody. This is a planetary thing. This is galactic. This is so much bigger. So these spells and this math, the numerology, everything that lines up is unbelievable. Okay, so now on the 7th of April, the wave spell that we're in is the white mirror. Okay, it's a 13-day period, and somewhere the 7th and the 8th happen to be in this. So we leave the blue electric eagle galactic season, in the white mirror wave spell, and then we enter the yellow electric sun galactic season in the same wave spell of the white mirror. So it's not like it's ending and then there's a hard stop. It's a nice flow. It overlaps. So we're in the middle of the same thing. We're still reflecting. We're still putting things in order. But now with the yellow electric sun, well, that's a holy number. That's got a goddess code. That's got a 13 when you add up the number codes from the day it starts to the day it ends. You know, you got a 13 in here on the 8th. Right there is a goddess code. I mean, we keep going to get down to the single digit, which is the 4. And the same thing June 11th. When this one ends on the 11th, it's a 9, which 9 and 4 is a 13. And then, ooh, look at that. 3 plus 1 is a 4. So this whole period where we're going to be putting things in order and we've reflected on things, we've woken up and explored things, you know, whatever that might be, we've put things in order, and we're still putting things in order, but it's going to be on a solid foundation. It's built on a 4, and a 4 is stability. A 4 is a merger of when you get a holy trinity and you bring all 3 pieces of something together. 1, 2, 3 together creates a 4th. Same way if you have like divine masculine, divine feminine, or you have a yin yang or yang, whatever, and you're putting those 2 together, you get the 3rd, which makes the Holy Trinity. Now, the Holy Trinity is a divine pairing or coupling, creating a one new being of a holy 3rd, right? Well, if you have 3 components or pieces to something, then you get your 4, your 4th for the stability, because you take the 3, add it together, and that makes a different type of Trinity because it's comprised of 3 parts, not just 2 becoming 1, which makes 3. Now you have 3 becoming 1. It's all about the unity. It's all about the cohesion. You bring 3 pieces together, it creates a different one, and then you get your 4. So that's your magical stability. It's your solid foundation. Okay. The wave spell, when we're leaving on the 11th of June, when we're leaving the yellow electric sun, the wave spell is going to be blue night, and the keywords are abundance, dream, and intuition. Lovely, isn't it? We it's amazing because you get the manifestation code right in the beginning on the 12th. I'm not sure, but either the 12th or the 14th, one of those is Flag Day, I think. Um, one of my grandfathers was born on Flag Day, and I think the other one passed away. I'll have to check with my mom on that one. Red electric serpent. It's coming out to a 7, which is God's favorite number. We love 7. So you have abundance, dream, and intuition starting in June and then going through to August 15th, which comes out to like 5 plus 1 is a 6. So you get 861. And that's, I wrote 2012 there. Look at that. Okay. Can I fix this one? Yeah, good. All right. We've got to fix this one. Wow. It's going to say, what the heck? All right. If you see any more mistakes, just don't mind me. I'm knocking off some rust. Spirit said I might be coming back to make some videos, so I guess we will see. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Just checking to make sure these are right now. So 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. And then we have 8, 6, 1. 6 and 1 is 7. 7 and 8 is 15. 5 and 1 is 6. All right. So the math is right. Okay, good. 10 plus 6 is 10 plus 6 is 16. And 6 plus 1 is 7. So our red electric serpent galactic season, not year of, totally different thing. The red electric serpent has a base number of 7 for the numerology sake. So that's between June and August. Interesting. All right, I'm going to come back to some of the downloads and energy reads when I'm finished the numbers. All right. So on the 15th, we're going to be in the yellow star wave spell, yellow electric star, I believe, or yellow star. And its keywords are elegance, beauty, and art. So think of that for a collective. What's going on here with the numbers? On the 16th, we've got 871, which look, it equals an abundance code, a lion's gate. And that's during the lion's gate portal because my dad's birthday is on the 12th and his birthday is usually right in there. So I'm sure that's somewhere lion's gate 88. And there's like a corridor. I forget how long it is right now. Watch it be 8 days and something simple, and I just can't remember. But okay. We have got an abundance code and another 7 here, which is pretty cool. And then this is over on, check this date, 10/19/26, which is 10/10/10. You have a triple manifestation code in the middle of October. I was going to say things are going to be looking really bad there, but wait till you hear what the energy reads are, because we can all take guesses and everything, but these numbers are saying something different. So this is showing me a bifurcation. I'll tell you guys in a minute. The 7 and the 3 we know is the heaven on earth code. Well, 37 and the 73 are mirror versions of each other. So you have 37 or 73, it's like a mirror, right? And that's heaven on earth code. So 3 would be like the reality where we're in the physicality. The reality of physicality is a 3. And the 7 is the heaven. So we got that code right there. Is 37 is earth and heaven, and 73 is heaven on earth, right? As above, so below. So here we go with the heaven on earth code starting in the middle of August. And I really feel like going into this Lionsgate, we're going to be seeing a huge bifurcation of timelines to choose from. This is going to be the white electric dog, and its number is 8. We do have the, where is this? "13 is the divine goddess code. And 4, this belongs up here. Sorry about that. Yeah, 13 is the divine goddess code, and 4 is the stable energy. Okay, sorry that was a little mixed up, you guys. Well, so what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm getting for these periods, starting with today, is you're getting this hang on one sec. Okay. So between February and April, it seems like we're being guided and given the chance to like go through this. I'm seeing this like purge. I'm feeling, I'm seeing, hearing all on the galactics, like up through the grid networks, and I'm going to talk about that in a sec too. There's this opportunity because this wakefulness, this reconnection is happening, and as we're pulling in scattered pieces from our attention, where our attention goes, energy flows. We're calling all this back, and we're learning how to bring all these pieces back to ourselves in unification, because we know that unification is the way that this is going. Unification. I'm getting the feeling there is a problem with the audio. Oh, I hope not. Okay. So we'll see. Hopefully the audio comes out. I'm a little rough, y'all. So anyhow, let's get back to it. So the grid networks, okay, this is the message that wanted to come through earlier. This is the whole reason for the live stream, actually. Besides the day codes for this, it was about the plumbing. They're talking about in cryptocurrency world and those money, that type of area. they talk about the plumbing, which has to do with the utility of things to move money around the world, like instantly. Okay. And things like XRP or XML, if you're into cryptos or whatever, they're laying a certain foundation for things. And they're calling that the plumbing. Okay. Now, Spirit was showing me the plumbing of things like numerology or any other form. Any other form that we might have for doing things in alternative ways. I'm getting these messages about upgrading my Zoom in the middle of the meeting. How obnoxious. All right. Maybe I'll just do another video I'll just go onto my YouTube channel and do a live from there. Or maybe I'll just go back over to Patreon and do something over there because these controls are just getting to be a pain in the butt. We'll see. We'll see. It would be a little bit easier to interact during a live. So I might have to find another platform to do this if Zoom is going to keep doing interruptions and all that. All right. Anyway. So the Galactic Grid Network has been laid. The Galactic Grid Network is the plumbing. They're worried about plumbing for money. And our grid network is the plumbing for our energy, which is our money. It's our abundance. And yeah, we may be here and we may have all these wonderful things and blessings and all this stuff, and the meek shall inherit the earth and all these wonderful things. That's great. But remember, that's materiality. Okay. So sometimes it takes losing everything to realize that you have everything already. You don't need things in this world to make yourself happy or peaceful. And yes, surviving. Ooh, surviving can be really rough for some people. Situations, groups of cohorts, generations, in fact. I'm Gen X. I represent Gen X. And yeah, there's a lot of things that our generation has swung the pendulum from one side all the way to the other side. You know, it's not like it's not like we do things softly, and we don't apologize for showing up when we show up. So learn how to say no, learn how to take care of yourself, say yes to yourself. And when you put the oxygen mask on yourself first, it's a lot easier to take care of everybody else. So do yourselves a favor and remember to ground and drink water, take care of yourself, rest, and do all the things that you need to do for yourself. Put those bad habits down. Just keep taking one step at a time, one day at a time. If you're procrastinating, if you're going through poop loops, you're going to get your chance. It's going to become so uncomfortable that you're going to have really, it's going to seem like, why did I wait this long? It's like you're hitting yourself in the head with a hammer and you got a headache. And you finally say, okay, gee, why didn't I stop doing that? Why didn't I stop beating myself up earlier? So keep going with what you're doing. Check out these dates, you know, put a little mental note for yourself, take a screenshot of the page or whatever you see here. Just look at those keywords. And remember too, I want to show you this really quick because these dates here, the 2nd to the 4th is the Blue Electric Eagle. Between now and April 7th, explore some alternative things that you didn't think you would explore, do something you haven't done, you know, wake up to the truth, wake up to the fact that we're bifurcating and there's going to be two ways to go. You know, they say pick a team. If you've already picked your team and you already know which way you're going, then stop dabbling over here. Stop placing your attention in things that you know you shouldn't. Don't should on yourself, but stop putting your attention with things that are dying, things that are going away, things that are not coming in this timeline. And over here, if this is where you're going, then stay out of here as best you can. So anyhow, looks like I've got just a few minutes left. So I'm just going to wrap this up real quick. From April 8th say, give or take a first week in April or so. We'll say like right around springtime, right when the weather starts getting nice and you start going back outside again and everything. You got the yellow electric sun with the goddess number and a solid foundation. She's coming in strong. Goddess is coming in hot, and that's coming in early April. So be ready, because you're going to have you're going to be not just in the white mirror. It's a 13-day period that these two dates, the 7th and the 8th, are in the middle of, but I think these are really hot dates. One shift to the next between the 7th and the 8th just feels like something really intense. And I know there's a lot of things with astrology we could tie into all of this too, and I haven't even looked at that. So maybe that'll be something I do over on my blog or in a live back in Patreon. Oh, if you're not a patron too, go on over there and join. You can join for free. And then when I start doing lives over there, you'll be right there in the beginning when I get started doing that. So I'd like to invite you to come join me over there for free. And let's see. Okay, April 8th to the June 11th. Now there's a lot going to be going on because we have a 250th in the United States of America. We have a 250th birthday coming up to celebrate our country's birth, and a lot's happened. A lot's happened with our country, and a lot's going to be happening. And we need to we need to do a lot to get back on track. I mean, how can we celebrate a birthday party if we're not on track? So there's got to be a lot of action. I see some action. I see some things I never thought I would see. Never thought I'd see some criminals being held accountable. Never thought would see that in my life. So there are some things that are starting to turn around, and I have a feeling that these floodgates, once they're open and it starts coming, it's going to be fast, furious. It's all going to hit at once. People's minds are already spinning with what is going on in our world. Just wait for it. Best thing you can do is to pull yourself out of that hot mess and try your best to become the observer while a swift clean is going on. And this clean isn't just like a one-day thing. Yeah, maybe we'll get that too. Maybe we'll get that swift clean, you know. Every time the sun comes through with these CMEs, like we had a 3 come through yesterday, and one of them was an 8 point something X-class flare. Like, all right, it didn't exactly hit the earth, but you can feel these things. This is part of the grid network. When you're connected, you feel these things. You'll feel a heart flutter. Your body tells you what's going on. You may get light signals. You may hear frequencies in your ears. You may get instant knowings in your quantum sight inside. You may just know things, and that's okay. You don't have to explain how you know it to anybody. So don't let people gaslight you in telling you what you do and don't know, just because they don't know how to know things, okay? Just because someone else doesn't know what you know doesn't mean you don't know what you know. Am I right? All right. So from June through August, the red electric serpent, it's on 7. It's on a good foundation. This is where our 4th of July and everything's going to be taking place in here, and celebrations. And, quite frankly, I can't see our country coming together to celebrate until we get, the poo-poo cleaned up. And I can't see all that happening before July, and yet I can. So I've got one timeline where I don't see it happening and one timeline where I do. And I'm in the middle. I'm staying detached, because if it keeps going the way it's going, it's not looking too good. But if it goes the other way, it's going to be great. So let's just hold our hope. Then we got August through October for the white dog. We know what dogs are like. They're the best, right? We got elegance, beauty, art. It just feels like a really good time period coming up. But we also have elections coming up after that, so it's going to get pretty wah wah wah. Once again, I'm sure it's going to be nasty, nasty before those elections. But don't let anybody tell you whether to vote or not. Don't let anybody tell you who to vote for. And don't listen to people that are probably bought and paid for, that are speaking for politics and they have no right being in the political arena, like entertainers or whatever. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't let yourself do that. Look, I got less than a minute left. That's probably going to cut me off. So I just want to say thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one, probably over in Patreon. Who knows? Maybe live here. See you later. I love you guys. Take care and buckle up, buttercups. Buckle up.